this. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys and give you a couple of very interesting pieces of data. If you're waiting for the dip to come back on Bitcoin, you missed it. It was last week, and it's not going to go down. It's going to go up to 5Gs before it goes down again. It might only go up to 3,500, and then back down to whatever. But it's going to go to 5Gs pretty soon, and the time to get in is now. Now is when it's low. So you're going to hear a lot of hype about bubbles and stuff like that, but none of the criteria that fit what a bubble is have anything to do with what's going on with Bitcoin right now. So you're just, if you have any intelligence about looking for yourself and looking into things for yourself, just go buy some. It's going to get harder and harder to buy Bitcoin in the US as the people that are in control of the finance system that is tanking are going to be trying to get it more control over it and over you. So that's going to be a thing. It may come down to where the only way that you can really get Bitcoin is to mine other currencies. So that's an option. That's something I'm looking into now. I built miners before, and it's not that difficult, but the cards are starting to get harder to get. They're starting to become more scarce and in demand because they, you can mine Bitcoin, or I wouldn't mine Bitcoin. I think it's kind of stupid. You can run a full node and help out the network, but mining it is it's a large scale operation, and if you don't have the money to start a large scale operation, then you're not gonna get anywhere with Bitcoin mining. But there's so right now Bitcoin's at 2,500 or so, Ethereum's at 350 or so. It's going to go to 500. There's a few other coins that I'm fairly interested in. I'm going to start sharing some data, some of that information, but not just wild out here. You're going to have to actually reach out to me to get some of that information about which coins I think are going to go up. And why. But Ethereum is a programming language. So here's the challenge that they have. Ethereum being at $350 is good for investors, but it's not good for Ethereum, because the way that the program is designed is that it uses gas, which is actually the Ethereum currency, in order to operate. To do a transaction or a smart contract, it costs Ethereum to do it. And if the price of Ethereum goes up too high, it's just not going to be workable. So they're going to have to rewrite, solve that problem in the software. It probably isn't going to need a hard fork. I don't think that's going to be necessary, but I know Vitalik is working on it because he sees this problem. And if you think about it, you got a guy that invented the DOS of Web 3.0. Which is literally how I see this. This is going to be as big as the internet. And it's more than just money. It's about all kinds of different software and different opportunities. If you start looking into who is building a platform on the Ethereum blockchain model, you're going to start seeing some big names, big financial companies, Microsoft and some others. So it's important to be informed and to look. And if, not everybody bought in Microsoft back when it was new. Most people missed out. We're like, oh, that thing, who needs a computer at home? And now we all have one on our phone. So there's a minority of people that actually see things coming that far ahead. And, you may not be one of those, or you might be. If you're watching this, you might be. So I want you to, so you should take a look at Ethereum. There's another one that's called Zcash that's pretty good. But beware, don't leave your money in Coinbase. They've already had trouble, and they're like, what are you going to do if, like, all of a sudden your state criminal organization decides to make a quote unquote law that says that you can't operate through that exchange in your state? How are you going to get your resources out? So I wouldn't leave it there. There's a thing called a paper wallet, or you can put it on a wallet on a flash drive, but don't leave it on an exchange if you can help it. Especially Coinbase, because they're the ones that are complying the most with the most different government regulations and things like that. They're one of the largest, and they're really trying. They're doing the best that they can, but they're limited by the restrictions that, you know, the criminal cartel are putting on them. So be wary, and don't listen to any mainstream talk. None. Don't listen to any mainstream talk about currency or the stock market or Bitcoin or any of that stuff. It's just a bunch of crap. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a heads up. It's, you know, it's not going down, it's going up, and the US federal currency is about to tank. So if you want options, like I told you months ago, you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, so take a look. Thanks for watching.